Hello everyone, welcome back. In the last video we learned about arithmetic operators and string concatenation. In this video we will learn about the conditional statements, specifically if statement. It is an easy concept to understand because we do this in our daily life. So let's get started. A conditional statement is a statement that can be written in if-then form. For example, if you behave, then you can play. Let's look at the syntax of if statement in JavaScript. You can use just the if statement. If the condition is true, then the statements are executed. You can also use if along with the else. You evaluate a condition, and if the condition is true, then the statements are executed. Otherwise, the statements in the else block are executed. You can also use if, else if, and else. The first condition is evaluated, and if that condition is true, then the statements in that block are executed. If that condition is not true, then the next condition is evaluated, and if that condition is true, then the statements in that block are executed. If that condition is also false, then the statements in the else block are executed. And you can also use just if and else if. And you can also nest if statements within other if statements. So now let's take a look at few examples. In this example, we are declaring a variable and assigning a value of 18 to it. Then we are checking if the age variable's value is greater than 17, and if that evaluates to true, then we are logging on console that you are an adult. Let's see that in an animation. As you can see, the variable is declared and then the value is checked, and then because it's a true statement, the console logs the value you are an adult and then exit out of the if block. Now let's see what happens when the value is not greater than 17. So in this case, we are declaring a variable age and assigning a value of 16 to it. The condition is checked. Since the condition is not true in this case, so the value you are an adult will not be logged on to the console. Let's see that in animation. As you can see, the variable is declared, value is checked. Since it's a false condition, it doesn't go into the true block. It simply just exit out of the if condition. Now let's look at this example. In this case, we are declaring a variable age. We are assigning a value of 16. In this case, we have both if block as well as the else block. Since the condition is not true, it will go into the else block and it will log on to the console you are a child. Let's see that in an animation. Here we see the value is declared, condition is checked. Since that's not a true condition, it goes into the else block, logs the value you are a child onto the console and exit out of the if block. Now let's look at this example. In this example, we have if block, else if block, and else block. We are declaring a variable and naming it plain ticket class. We are assigning a string value of business class to it. Then what we are doing, we are checking if the variable value is equal to the first class, which in this case is not true, so it will skip this block. Then in the next condition, we are checking if the planet ticket class is equal to business class, which is true, so it will log the value you are flying in business class and then exit out of the if block. Another thing to notice here is that I'm using 3 equal sign. That's the recommended way of comparing values. You can use double equal sign, but I would suggest use 3 equal signs when you are comparing value. Let's see this example in an animation. Here, as you can see, the ticket is of business class. It goes into the first condition block, which is false, then it goes into the second block, and since that is true, then it goes into the business class. Here is an example for nested if. Here we are declaring a variable named age, and assigning value of 15 to it. Then we are checking if the value in the variable age is greater than 12, which in this case is true. Then it goes and check the next condition, which is nested within the first if block, and we are checking if the age is greater than 17, which in this case is false. Then it will go into the else block and it will log you are a teenager, and after that it will exit out of the if block, both the inside if block as well as the outer if block. There you go. In this short video we learned what is conditional statement, syntax of if statement in JavaScript, and various examples of if statement. In the next video we will learn about switch statement in JavaScript. Thank you for watching this video. Please click the like button, share with your family and friends, and if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe now. See you next time.